Welcome back, everybody, to Unapologetic Voices, where you can find me, Kyle Elio Torres, as well as my buddy Thomas Tripp, as we dive into a bunch of different conversations, and hopefully you guys enjoy us, and hopefully you guys can give us that like, follow, and possibly an honorable mention to one of your friends. And you can always hit us up on our email at unapologeticvoices1@gmail.com. If not, whatever. Let's get into this episode, though. It's pretty good.
Dude. So, I don't know if he's allowed to say this, but Thomas is in a black movie now.
Hey, you're totally right. Yeah, I did not sign any NDAs, nor did I sign anything that... I didn't sign anything.
Oh, that would say that you couldn't.
I signed no releases. Yeah, the only thing I was told, which they didn't say until halfway through on the set because they saw me taking a picture.
Yeah.
They actually didn't embarrass me, which was really nice of them.
Yeah.
Was no phones or videos, please. Which is fine. That's totally fair on a film set. Yep.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, when you filmed it, all I saw was like a corner shot of some girl's ass and then two black guys talking and a
camera set up. Yeah, and then I deleted it. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that looks cool.
Yeah, I only posted it on my private friend story, but nothing public, but I deleted it shortly after. But I got cast in a Detroit film, which I won't say what it is now, but it's my first time back on a real production set since COVID, since right before COVID started, 2020.
Yep.
So it was really exciting for me. They asked for only black actors and stuff, but I was like, I know this producer/director. Let me just shoot my shot. They're looking for big beefy guys for a fight scene and stunts. I'm trained in stunts, so let me just send in my latest pictures of me and my muscular physique now and just see if he gets me. So he casted me, and on Saturday I acted in the movie. It was great. My guess was right. I did stand out a lot. There was only a few, not even a few. There was one white guy and two light-skinned people. So I'm not making it about color, but just basically in a dark nightclub fight scene, I stand out quite a bit. And I had 4 outfit changes and different hairstyles and stuff. So I'm in a lot of scenes in that scene. I'm in a lot of shots. I'm really excited for it to turn out. Let's say we did 7 scenes that day in the club location. Mm-hmm. I'm in 6 out of 7. And in 2 out of 7, or 6, I'm getting my fucking ass beat with close-up shots. It's awesome. And by the way, I land some punches.
Oh, are they fighting. Actually hitting you?
No, I mean, it's stage.
Well, yeah. But I'm meaning even though it's staged, there are actors who are dude, really just sock my ass in the face.
Well, fun fact. So the white guy his name is Brock. He is a really nice dude. I told you earlier, he was really nice to me. We'll leave that like that. And
he gave him drugs.
So he did not, allegedly. He was a really nice guy.
Allegedly he did not? Or allegedly you got drugs?
Your mama. So
all right.
I haven't said anything of the sort. So basically, he was working on the film itself. He's actually a part of the full production, and he's in charge of stunts and props, movie props. But he was also acting as extra because there wasn't enough people. So he and I got along really well, but he had to leave at 5 or 6 p.m. We were shooting till 10, and he had a big choreographed scene. And I had another scene which was also choreographed for the lead actor to kick me, and I'm supposed to basically launch myself backwards. And it's gonna be a big deal, right? And I was ready. I was I'll fly back and do a break fall into a roll. I'll make it look really cool. He actually hit. In fact, I told the actor, I was like, hey, really? I mean, you can kick me in the diaphragm, just not insanely hard, but if you want to make contact, I have no problem with it. He's like, okay, it'll probably look way better. I'm like, yeah, I prefer you to actually really just, I'll tighten up, you punch it, right? He was gonna basically forward kick me away from him if he was in a more prone position, just to give the visual.
Yeah.
But the white guy had to leave. Brock had to leave. And so he was like, hey, they're filming another scene. We have to be quiet, but just take my spot. And I was like, oh, okay. Nobody choreographed me or anything. By the way, nobody gave me any instructions for any of this shit. I hardly knew what the film was because I only got cast in it the week before. And I had no script. I had no choreographed
did you
blocking.
have any words? You just...
I yell.
Okay.
Amazing. But like, I'm adaptable. I was ready to go. So I just go sit in his place, and the director cuts the scene that they're filming. He turns around and is like, all right, we're going to do this next scene. I need everybody back in their places, please. He's looking at me. And I was like, Brock had to go. I'm here. And he goes, all right. No hesitation. I can tell the director was fucking with me because I came prepared. I was always ready to do things. And as soon as there was like a break and they were setting up scenes, I was like, I'll help. I even cleaned up at the end. You know what I mean? So I was really like just trying to be
the overachiever you always
I was trying
are.
to be very like overachieving initiative taker. I was very excited to be there, and I was willing to do the most. You know what I'm saying? That way he'll cast me again or something like that. It's about the people you meet. People knew me there, actually. There was 2 people I went to college with, theater. They were like, I know you. No idea who the fuck these people were. They named my name. They named what plays I was in. They named what classes I took in theater. Don't remember them at all. It was really embarrassing. And we look on Facebook. We've been friends for like 10 years. I was like, who the fuck are you?
Friends.
Yeah, one of them tried to take me home with them. It was really weird. So anyways, we do the fight scene, and instead of getting kicked in the diaphragm now, I am now doing this full action sequence that this guy was training for, which is a full-on boxing back and forth with the lead character, getting beat the fuck and knocked the fuck out, getting up, running behind the main character in a later scene, and fucking trying to tackle him and getting shoved back against like 5 other dudes. It was awesome. But we shot it like in so many different angles and stuff. Like I'm definitely in it, especially like face, a lot.
It was awesome.
I'm really excited to see it come out.
If it does come out and when it comes out, we should watch it.
There'll be a premiere.
We definitely got to put like a snippet on our thing.
I'll ask, yeah, for sure. Because I didn't sign anything.
Yeah.
Literally, like I was asking. I was like, hey, are we doing SAG? Is anybody SAG? Like, are we doing like, do I need to sign something for these fight scenes? And I was making jokes. I was like, I'll sign a waiver. I don't give a fuck. And, I'm like, I'm getting paid. I'll sign something. Nobody was like, yeah, we'll email you documents.
Did they pay you same day?
No, they're paying me today.
Okay.
At some point. I'll check my phone in 3 seconds.
Oh, so like
because
what?
actually they're supposed to pay us Monday.
Oh, okay.
Today.
So what? They're like Venmoing you?
They're cash apping me specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. That's allegedly, by the way. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want to pay taxes.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll pay taxes. So anyways, yes, I acted in a movie on Saturday from 10 to 10. It was awesome. And I have to talk about one more thing. Space Dive was on Friday, baby. That is the Star Wars party I go to every year. I have a full Mandalorian suit. I'm an unofficial member of the Mandalorian Mercs Costume Club, which is a bunch of nerds dressing up in costumes and going to charity events and sponsorships and things like that. It's a very cool program that I've been trying to get into for years. It was a lot of fun, and this year was the best year. I've been 3 years in a row now, and this year was awesome. It was so awesome. I kind of want to go again Friday. It's $50. I kind of want to go again. It was so much fun. Music was awesome. You saw my story a little bit. My costume looks great. The decorations inside look great. The drinks are great. There's vendors there that are selling Star Wars stuff. It's great. There's Nerf battles all the time. There's people with lightsabers. There's DJs. Like, it's awesome. From 7 to 2 a.m., that's a long time to just enjoy Star Wars with a bunch of nerds. And it's not like at Disney, like I go, it's like, this is like, it's local. It's people. It's great.
Right.
I fucking love Space Dive. I will freely advertise Space Dive. It's a great thing. I really love it. I really love dressing up every year and just like having a time with my friends,
Yeah, you also get to hang out with one of your friends named Jonathan.
Filthy Christian.
I've only got to meet him a handful of times, but every time I've met him, he's been a very chill back, really cool dude.
Yeah, he's my guy for sure. They have not paid me yet, by the way.
Okay. I don't care if they ever pay you.
Fuck you, man. It's important.
I guess. But it's just, for the fun of it.
Yeah, I want money.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I went out to eat last night. I need money.
Yeah. That was funny.
What?
Because like the text messages and stuff.
You're a whore.
There's as soon as that group chat started, I muted it on my phone.
I know, but I went into your office to tell you about it.
Yeah.
And then you weren't listening to me.
No, I heard you out.
So here's the story. I'll tell it and I won't make you sound bad.
Go for it.
2 weeks
No,
ago.
make me sound bad.
No.
Wait, I wasn't in that group chat 2 weeks ago.
Okay, let's just say
I wasn't a part of any of that up until the day before.
Okay, so here's what happened. Our coworker wanted to go out and eat dinner with a few of us, Kyle and I included. Our coworker told me to tell Kyle. I told Kyle in his office what was going on. Like 3 days later, let's say, she made the group chat with us. And then like 2 days after that, on a Thursday, your wife put in the messenger for our real friend group for the party here.
Yeah, but I knew about it longer than that. Because Pelos had mentioned it sooner.
Really?
Yeah.
So you could have mentioned
I could have. Yeah. But I never mentioned anything to you.
And then you get mad when I don't come!
You never show up anyway, so I expect you to.
I would come if I knew sooner!
No. That's not you. You don't come. But hey, he's moving. He'll be 20 minutes closer.
I might not.
Oh, no?
My mom might have found a place for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Not to buy, we'll see.
Well, yeah, to rent. But
Yeah, but we'll see. It would still be less than half the price of what I pay now.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Where's it going to be at, though?
Livonia.
Okay.
Which is still actually closer to you.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
If that's what you wanted to do.
If not, I will be 20 minutes from you.
Yeah.
So
So I was
no
going
big
to
deal.
say, like, why not just stay at your mom's place? Like, is it that big of a deal?
No, it's not. And it's, it's not like she's there. It's like, it's just my own separate place. It's just like, I really was trying to buy a house.
I understand the disappointment and all that, but renting doesn't really help because if your mom's saying, like, you only had to pay, what
X
she said,
amount.
like $250?
Yeah.
Like, all that extra money you would have been able to save to buy a house.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to do.
Right.
But if we move
your
to
mom
this one
gets you to
place-
another place, that means you'll have less equity.
Not that
Yes.
much less, though.
Well, how much are they charging you? How much are they
Around
charging?
600, 650.
Okay.
Which is way better than what I'm paying now.
Right. I know what you were paying before, but still, it's one of those, like, you still could have saved more.
I'm saving $1,000.
Yeah. But,
But you're focused on the fact that it could be 1,400 saved instead of $1,000 saved.
Right. And it's still the equivalent of, so that you guys understand, his mom has 2 houses, one house she's not using, and she offered this fucker
How
to
much
stay
are we
there.
allowed to tell on this podcast?
I don't know. Who gives a fuck? What's your blood type?
O positive?
Is it?
No, O negative. I think it's O negative.
Oh,
I think I'm a universal donor.
you are. So is
Yeah.
Courtney.
Well, you're safe, aren't you?
Yeah. I can't save either.
I wouldn't do that for you. No, I'm just kidding. What are you?
I think I don't know.
Like AB fuckface? What?
I think I'm AB something.
Right on.
I wouldn't know, but I think I am A and B.
Yeah,
Not just one or the other.
right on. Talk about your party from last night. What did you guys do?
What?
Hey, bud.
What was your blood type again?
I think we had this conversation before. I think you and I talked about us having the same blood type. Is it rare?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why like people pay more. Like if you go to like a blood donation place,
yeah.
or not donation, but like when they go to like get like your plasma and all that, it's worth more money.
Oh,
So
right
they'll
on.
actually pay you more.
Nice.
Because you can save more lives.
He's being a bad boy earlier.
You show Thomas all his tricks?
No.
Show me after the podcast. What tricks can he do?
You can sit, lay down, and get paw.
Wow, he's already getting smarter? Because he's still a fucking idiot in my eyes.
Yeah, he is.
Little shithead.
Go ahead and show him. real
Aw,
quick.
he loves his mommy. Look how respectful he is around her. Around you, he's like,
Good boy.
Oh.
Give him paw.
oh, good boy,
Lay
potato.
down.
He is not.
Oh.
He has not done all 3 of those perfectly until
Oh, potato. Give him a
You did it for
treat.
the podcast.
Give him a treat. Oh, what a good
Look at
boy.
the camera.
now. Camera's pointing this way. It's not facing there.
Yeah, you're good to the edge of the couch.
Just don't kick any of the wires.
Ladies and gentlemen, Courtney.
No. Good boy.
Oh, yay, good boy.
Such a good
Oh,
Go ahead.
speaking of a good boy.
No, what's the party?
Before I talk about
Okay, don't forget about the party.
because I nearly forgot about it. What?
I was gonna squeeze your nipple. What are you doing? What is that? Your AirPods.
Yeah, these
Okay.
are my headphones. Remember?
Yeah.
I was missing one,
Okay.
and now I have them both.
Oh, you haven't told me the story.
I did not tell you the story.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me set the scene. His entire life, he's been missing one AirPod. Always. And he's always told me that it's underneath the mattress somewhere because he fell asleep with it one time in the bedroom. And for years, it's been bothering me that he only has one AirPod in. Now he's like basically deaf in one ear, so it doesn't, I get it. But it just pisses me off that he's missing. Oh, you're missing the one that goes in the correct ear that works for you. So you wear the other one
I
backwards.
had the one for the right ear in my left ear.
Oh, it pisses me off so bad to see it. All right,
And
tell the story.
so, I don't know why, but I was dead asleep.
Okay.
I was laying in my bed and I was knocked out, and I was just like, snoring it up, doing whatever I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
And Courtney walks into the room and says something to me. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not waking up. I'm going to ignore this bitch. And then
He did that to me all day today.
yeah. So what ended up happening was Courtney was standing at the door, and Potato comes walking in and goes underneath the bed. And she's like, what the fuck? Why is he under the bed?
Okay.
And then he comes crawling out and he has something in his mouth.
Okay.
And she's like, what the fuck is that in your mouth? And then she goes and picks it up. And I'm like, I just barely hear it because I am sleeping.
Yeah.
She's
But
like,
I'm not just. It wasn't a quick and easy in and out job. I'm like, come on, get from under the bed, Potato.
yeah,
Oh,
she's,
yeah.
she's like yelling the fuck out of him.
He's hearing potato this, potato, but I'm like, Potato, come on, get from under the bed,
Yeah.
come out. He would not come out, and then he comes out. He
Yep.
comes around the corner, and I just
And then
see
he
like
has
He's got like a little something.
tiniest bit sticking out. I'm like,
Yeah, some
he's got
little
something.
white
I'm gonna
thing.
let it go. I'm like, fuck it, eat it. I don't
Yeah.
care.
And then she
but I was
goes,
like, oh, let me get
grabs
it.
it, and it's just like a headphone. And as soon as she says that, I'm like,
You snapped your eyes
I
open.
was-
that's mine.
Give it to her.
He was like, what? And then he jumps up.
I woke up like a vampire. That's mine.
Oh,
You're
fuck.
like, oh, what? He did?
Oh, my-
really? Good boy, Bridget.
Wow. He did. This is why you got the dog.
Yep.
And then
I
he
grabbed
called you
it.
and was like, remind me for the podcast the word potato.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember that.
Yep.
Wow,
It was-
dude.
I did not think it was the AirPod.
Yeah, you just saw,
whatsoever.
like,
it was
something.
the tiniest bit of white
Something plastic.
I saw.
At least he was gentle
No, it
with
didn't
it.
even look like plastic. He just came out like he was so happy. And I was like, let me get it. Okay. And I'm like, oh shit, the AirPod. And he was like, what? That's not.
That's what wakes me up.
That's mine. That was really
But
funny.
he- but-
Give me.
Like, you didn't just stop there. You flew out the bed and picked him up. That was a good boy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah.
And you didn't chew it up or anything. He
No,
was
he
just carrying
came,
it.
Came out.
What a good boy. It was always meant to be.
He would have chewed it if we left it.
Now,
Right.
Now feed him more. Look at him, scrawny little bitch.
I have to feed him right now because he's gonna start barking.
Why is he gonna bark?
He always barks when he gets food.
He's like, bring it. I'm hungry.
Man, be patient, you know? No, he's just a baby.
He's got his chew toy.
He's so cute.
It's 4 p.m. He should be having his second bowl by now.
Oh my goodness.
He
This
doesn't.
guy likes to starve him
He
because
doesn't even need his first bowl.
yesterday, that's what I'm saying. He's starving.
I was busy.
What'd you do yesterday? You malnourished a puppy on
Yeah.
camera?
I just didn't feed him when he was supposed to be fed. Oh well.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. He can wait one meal.
No.
And then he gets extra.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I do for Herc if I'm gone too long. I get home and I mix up some nice wet food and like a lot of dry food and just a little bit of his like vitamins. Loves that shit. He goes fucking feral. It's my dad's birthday
When?
today.
Oh.
Today?
I
Oh.
think, I think it's his birthday.
And you're not doing anything with him? Good.
No, we're doing something on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you doing? Because we were supposed to do Johnny's birthday.
I don't give a fuck. It's my dad's birthday.
Today?
Or is it next week? No, the week after.
Yeah.
It's not this coming weekend. It's
Okay.
next weekend.
Just to double
No, it's
check.
this weekend.
Oh, it's this weekend.
After 26 years of life, my dad's birthday is on the 15th of May.
Okay.
That's the day after Johnny.
This is the day after Johnny's. Yeah.
I love Johnny. Fuck Johnny. I'm fucking busy with my daddy.
We're going to Chicago.
This weekend.
Chicago.
You can come.
Wait, speaking about birthdays,
Mm-hmm.
Johnny asked his brother TJ to have my birthday at
His
TJ's
lake house. Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
And Peter said it should be fine. But also, Donnie's birthday is like right before mine. So I asked Donnie, is this a joint birthday? And he's like, sure.
Nice.
We should call Matt.
He'd probably come.
Well, he put in the group chat soon.
If he's
Because
depressed, he might drown himself in the lake. Who knows?
Well, he said it's because of
that
having
correct?
2 locations.
Yeah.
And that he's working on closing Livonia. So
Okay, let me just say something real quick.
Soon.
He's been closing the Livonia location for a year.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're all aware of that, right?
Oh, didn't he
Just
have?
checking.
He had like a contract with them and shit, right?
Yeah,
So-
but he
He
said
couldn't-
a year ago that he'd be
Or that he
free and doing this, and like, you know, obviously all of us were like, "We'll help with something."
Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't know.
we helped clear out the other place.
I've been disappointed for a little bit.
Why?
Me too, but I
What,
I
with
just-
him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I put it in the chat.
Well, he's
and
been
that's what
busy.
He just said he should have time once he closes Livonia.
Okay. So, anyways, let me know 2 weeks in advance when
How
that
am I
plan
supposed
is,
to-
or a week in advance, please.
All right, I'm telling you right now, if
I'll
it
kill
goes
myself
down,
right now on this camera.
I think it's June 6th.
Okay. Hopefully, I'm around. Abriel says
No,
her
June
printer
7th.
jammed.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell you what.
Go ahead. Hold on.
Yeah, okay. I won't tell you what.
Don't tell me what until later.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Why?
I'll tell you after. I'm telling you. You want me to not tell you?
What the hell?
We're in.
We'll talk about that.
Maybe June 6th is good for me. We'll see.
7th.
You just said 6th.
I know, but I checked. That's Friday. It's the Saturday. It's gonna be.
If it's on a weekend, it should be good. I know in June or July or something I'm going out of town. I just don't remember what it was.
So,
Mhm.
the party yesterday, so we can get back on track and not say this random bullshit.
People like variety.
Yeah, we had baby.
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So what ended up happening was a couple of guys came. It was Johnny, Pelos, his girl.
Oh, the party? That was like 10 conversations ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
Go ahead.
And
Nope.
John came, Johnny, Donnie.
Okay.
Baby. Yeah, and
Yep.
baby. We were all just chilling. We ate a bunch of food. It was really good
Nice.
for the most part.
Mhm.
And then, we played the Binding of Isaac board game.
Nice.
We used the expansion packs that I'd never used before, so it was all new stuff and new dynamic
Was it
and how
fun?
the game worked. Yeah, it was nice.
I
Nice.
missed the original.
Huh?
I missed the original.
Why?
It's simpler.
Yeah, just the new version of it. So much shit is happening.
Okay.
Like, there's just so much stuff that can happen and will happen.
I gotcha. I remember playing with you guys one time. I had fun. I actually like the card or / board game better than the video game. I think.
Same.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm not
Yeah.
good at video games.
Oh.
Too much happening. Am I ruining this for you?
No.
No, it's fine.
You're fine.
Oh, it looked like I was ruining it.
For me, I don't give a fuck.
No.
If you had a comment, you had a comment. And then, we got that slushy machine now. So
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Pelos
we were
brought it.
Pelos for
He
some
was like,
fucking
I'm
reason.
leaving it here.
Pelos bought a fucking slushy machine and brought it to our house so that we could make alcoholic slushy drinks.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I never said there was.
Hey, bud. You wanna lay down?
No, he wants to play and bite you.
You wanna lay down? There it is. There it is, Cuddle. Cuddle. Nope. Cuddle. Nope. Just cuddle. Cuddle.
I wanted to get lit as fuck last night. I thought that they
Did you
didn't-
not? You guys have been asleep.
No, I thought they didn't have to work today, so I made sure I didn't have to work today. So I thought we were gonna get fucked up.
Right.
And instead, I worked yesterday. I was tired as hell. I wanted to come home and like try to take some type of little nap so I could get lit as fuck. But I had to come prep the food because it was all stuff they had to cook like for a long time. So as soon as I got home, I had to start the food, and then basically it was cooked until everyone came, and then, you know, entertained.
Yeah. And you were tired the whole time?
Huh?
And then you were tired the whole time?
Yes. I was about to pass out at the table.
What time did you guys go to bed?
Like 3 something.
Because I tried to call Kyle at 11. Didn't work. 11:30.
My phone died.
I don't know how I heard. My phone was on vibrate.
And
so
then I called Courtney and she was like, huh? And I was like, oh, are you sleeping? She's like, and I was like, I don't know if I'm coming over after work or like a few hours after work. And she was like, and I was like, I'll just come over after work, okay?
all I heard was
And then you were gone.
2:30.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he said he gets off at 1:30, so
I didn't know if there was going to be traffic.
I'm like, is he gonna go home?
For some reason, there's always traffic when I go this way, even if it's the dead middle of like people are at work. Literally, like, it makes no sense. I always hit traffic. And today I hit maybe just like 2 minutes of traffic. So not bad at all. But if I had left like 10 minutes later, I don't know, like it just gets congested right outside where we work. Look at this guy. Big puppers.
He's having a great time.
Big Popcast puppers.
She's the
New mascot?
Yeah.
The last one.
It's meant to be. We said at the same time.
Oh.
No longer does Houdini stand his potato.
Oh. Aw. He's so cute. Anyways, how are you?
Slushy.
Did we talk about your shit? You going out with all the workers?
I mean, we just mentioned that it happened.
Yeah, you just glossed it.
There was nothing too crazy about it.
Oh, nothing specific?
Nope.
Okay.
We went to get Korean barbecue, and the leader of the group tried to pay for everyone, even though we all work at the same shitty ass job.
And we all.
So I was actually really pissed. I told her, I was like, "You're not paying for all of us. Like, it was a $200 bill out the door." Because first of all, my buddy and I, we got drinks. Because like after about an hour and a half of me cooking everything and like, you know, whatever, the conversations were getting a little dull. So I was like, all right, drinks, it's time. So me and the guy were drinking. So that's like an extra $20 on the bill. I'll pay for it. That's my shit, right? Mm-hmm. I actually ordered the drinks myself, like for myself, and then split it. You know what I mean? So, because it was way more than I thought. It was $15 for a bottle of soju. And then I got Sapporo beers too to mix it, you know, because I'm classy like that. But yeah, like she tried to pay for everything. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't argue with me on this. And she's like, no, you don't argue with me on this. And like we were getting heated for a minute. And like obviously it was all like jokes and fun and games, but like I don't get like pissy about it. I'm not made of money, so it's not a big deal. It's just that wasn't agreed to beforehand. It wasn't like, let me take everybody out for food. It was, we're all going to go out to food together. That's especially as coworkers. And none of us are like, you know, these big higher paid people like GMs and shit. Mm-hmm. You know, this is common knowledge that we're all paying for our own bills or maybe pay for one of the others, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So I was a little sad about that. But as soon as she left the table after paying the bill, we all checked we checked Venmo, Cash App, and Apple Pay, and her phone linked to Cash App, like her phone number. And we all sent her $50. Yeah. But it was like, how dare you, you know? And we ate like motherfuckers. So, you know, the one guy we were with, he's very skinny. So I was cooking the whole time, right? And I kept like putting like one or two things on my plate. I kept filling everyone's plates up. And like, he kept eating and I saw him stop. And I kept putting shit on his plate. His plate was getting piled with food. And I was like, hey, keep eating, boy. And he's like, Thomas, I've never eaten this much in my life. I was like, yeah, well, you're not in your country anymore. Then keep eating. He's fucking white. He's from here. He's American. I was like, keep eating, boy. And so we were all laughing because by the time we were done eating, he stood up. He had a belly. Like it was poking out. Yeah, it was hilarious. The ladies were laughing at him. They're like, you've never eaten before, have you? We smashed. I made the mistake of not washing my face when I got home last night. I usually wash my face every day. But I was so tired. I was like, I'm just going to hot water it. So I hot water, you know, rub it down and then just go to bed. under my lip and like kind of by my nose, I can feel breaking out starting to happen because of like the oils and cooking and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was really pissed when I woke up this morning and I felt it growing. Nothing's popping out, but like I feel it. You know, I hate that feeling.
Okay.
Speaking of breaking out and stuff, on Saturday, I was told specifically, do not bring makeup or anything. We're not wearing makeup. Only the dancers have makeup and stuff. Because that's the usual on the film set. It's like we have a makeup artist on set. Or bring your own makeup if you have it. You know what I mean? I brought my whole shit anyways. I ain't fucking around, you know? Mm-hmm. Thank God I did, because it was hot as balls in there. So everybody was glistening, sweaty. And I had my powder. I had my, like my shit that he's like, my matte powder. I had everything. I was good. I was pristine. You know, I get really red, like especially if I drink or like whatever I was doing, allegedly. All the cover up, put on my ears, my cheeks. I look great.
That was funny though when you were like, when I called you.
Oh, the best part of the story.
Yeah.
Oh my God, fucking idiot, go.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm so stupid.
So me and John went to go to this place where you can pick up shrooms, allegedly, and
that's legal here.
Oh, it's legal, but whatever. But we went to this place in Ann Arbor where you can pick up shrooms, and when I was in there, I wanted to call Thomas to be like, "Hey, is there anything you want me to pick up for you in case you wanted something?" And he like pretty much.
Is that where his food's at?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's where the other dog's food is. And he pretty much just kind of shrugged me off because he didn't answer. And I'm like, oh, well, he didn't answer. I'm just going to move on.
I'm on a film set.
I didn't know what the fuck you were doing.
I told you, though.
Yeah, but I didn't know if you were still doing it or doing something else. Right. You could have been doing anything.
You weren't offended. You were just saying it in an offended way.
Oh, sure.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so then I was like, whatever. I'm just going to see what John's going to get. John got like the second strong. They had new shit, like a lot of new shit.
Nice.
And John got like the second strongest thing.
I don't trust him with it. He needs to be watched.
It's whatever. He got it, and then I was like, okay, whatever. And then we get back to the car, and then you call back, and then I was like, oh, cool. And then we hit the camera thing, and then you're like. You fucking turn on the camera and then you show me. You're like, dude, cops just got here. You're like texting me.
It was really funny. So I'll set up a little more. He called me. I answered, but then I remembered no phones, and we're on a break. We just happened to be on a break, but we're about to start filming again. Yeah. I left the club and then I FaceTimed him and I was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And you're like, "Blah blah blah blah. What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm doing a movie, you asshole." And he's like, "Oh yeah." Anyways, look what I got. And he was showing me what he bought, and I was like, "Nice." And in the middle of this conversation, a cop car pulls up in the parking lot. And I was like, sup? I give him like the nod, whatever. Yeah. He seemed chill. He had an ear piercing, right? So anyways, I was outside and I was like kind of flexing by the door. I had my tank top on and shit. And I just did like 1,000 push-ups so I looked good on the camera. And so I realized that I kind of look like a bouncer right then and there. And then I looked to the left and a sergeant car pulls up. And I was like, oh. And then they get out and they start, I don't know if you could kind of hear it. They were like, hey, what's up, man? And I was like, hey, how you doing? And I was texting you. Because you were about to be like, all right, man, well, see ya. And I was like,
yeah.
Texting, I was like, no, stay on the phone. I was like, stay on the phone, cops are here.
And you're like, cops are here. Immediately, I'm in the phone, and I'm like, he's got drugs.
You said, he's got a gun. And I just so happened to hear you start raising your voice, so I lowered the volume as quick as I could. Hilarious. Don't ever do that to me again, but that was so funny. You're like, he's got a gun. So funny. But anyways, the cops pulled up during the film shoot, and I just so happened to be outside, and there was one other person there. It was the wife of one of the guys playing one of the security guards. She wasn't doing anything on the set. She was like just chilling, basically. Yeah, she was just there. And we were outside, and she was in her car, and I was right there, and the cops were like kind of getting around me, and I was like, what's going on? And I started walking away from the door, like trying to make it very clear, like I'm not answering any questions about what's going on. And he's like, hey man, this building is shut down. You guys aren't supposed to be in there. And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. I don't know what's going on. And they're like, what's going on there? And I'm like, oh, it's a film or something. I don't have a lot of information. And then I like sat on the back of my car while you're still on the phone. And at that moment, the owner or like the manager of the club, which I guess is not a club anymore or whatever it is, probably saw everything on the cameras and came outside and was like, "Hey guys, I got information right here." Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They were being rude as fuck to him. So what I did is after I was texting you,
Well, if he was the owner, like, fuck does it matter?
No, the cops were being rude to the owner.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why would it matter? Like, if he's the owner, like, and he says this place is being used for this right now. Oh, understood. The cops should have
Just because the cops didn't know, they were uninformed that the city gave him a permit to keep using the building. Because apparently 2 weeks ago, it was shut down by the city.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the T. But they were grilling him, like, aggressively. Like, they wanted him to, like, swing on him or something.
Yeah, like, slip up.
They keep doing that shit. It pisses me off. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But, fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Anyways, so I've texted the director, and he's in the middle of a scene. I know he is. I know he's filming right now, and they're filming scenes with guns. And I was like, cops here, put props away. That's all I sent. And then he didn't read the message. He's got read receipts on. He didn't read the message, and the cops go inside with the owner to see what's going on. And I was like, all right, we're good, Kyle.
And then all you hear is...
That would be crazy. Anyways, so we hung up the phone, and I waited outside with the lady. I was like, they probably don't want us to go inside right now. And he's like, yeah. And then the cops came back out with the guy, and the sergeant is grilling him. He's not yelling. He's like, whoa. Yeah? Well, how about this? No, don't talk to me like that. It was like really like, they're trying to get him to slip or to like get under pressure. And he was keeping it calm and cool. He's like, nope, just read this right here. And I need your name and badge number, please. And like the sergeant wasn't even giving it to him at first. And as he was walking away from the car, he just goes like, Hernandez or something. And like gets in the car. I was like, well, that's not right. And, but they laughed, and the director, finally read my, text and was like, oh. I was like, all right. I tried to help. And then we filmed the rest. But it was so funny that you're just like, he's got a gun. That was really funny.
Hey.
I heard you go, hit, and I like turned it down. Like, you fucker. They're close to me too. They're like where Courtney was. They would have heard you because I was on speakerphone on FaceTime.
Yeah, it was great.
I was in fact not armed at that time.
It didn't matter.
It would not have mattered.
Whoa!
The first two cops that came in the first car where I gave them the what's up nod, they actually seemed pretty chill. They both had like ear piercings in. I was like, that seems professional.
Yeah.
And they were, by the way, they walked up like this, like hands in the vest, like just chilling. Like,
oh yeah,
it's cold outside. Not even like that. Like when you're ready to use your hands.
Yeah.
It was in.
Oh.
Like they're kind of just like warmed up, chilling. I was like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny. I fucking forgot about that. Mm-hmm. I had more besides the movie and the shoot and all that.
Yeah, I thought
I had something else before that I wanted to spread on the podcast just for content or something.
I don't know. You didn't tell me anything else.
What is fucking happening here?
He's looking for something.
What the hell are you looking for?
He's like, you love.
Hey. You listen here, motherfucker. Just lay down. Shut the fuck up. Just lay down. Lay there. It's okay. Shh.
So I got to play League with Dan the other day. Dan Lee, the guy that we met.
Dan! Yeah.
The guy from work.
Yeah.
And
over there.
No.
I
got to talk to him and stuff, and he was telling me a little bit about the job and stuff that I could get. And I got him to like tell me like the email and everything that I had to go and like message to send out, my resume and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, it was like perfect timing and shit.
I'm listening.
there wasn't really much to the story. It was just
That's
really
it?
short. I was just letting you know, like, we played the game. And it was really fun. I haven't played League in months,
Fuck
right?
League.
And I finally played it with him, and like,
Should we finish our game?
I'm not gonna lie. We should. I'm not gonna lie. I now like I got the itch again. Like I want to play League more. Like it was such fun. A little angering too, but you know.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Like if I play DayZ again, and then for 3 hours I'm running around surviving, and then I get killed instantly, I'll be mad as fuck. Why'd you like that?
Ugh.
Hey, desert power.
Desert power. I think it's funny that my one buddy Alfredo
You get
just
the fuck out of
randomly
here.
asks you questions about it, just with no context.
That's my boy right there.
Yeah,
That's my boy right there.
with no context, and he's just like,
He started asking about Dune, and I was like, yeah,
Just
let me
immediately.
tell you about Dune.
and then I had to tell that fucker we don't talk about Dune.
I was like, oh, we don't? I'm like, no, we do. That was great. God, I love Dune. Ah!
Fuck out of here.
Ah!
I've been seeing a lot more people mention Dune for some reason, but I don't know why.
You know why?
Is there like another thing called Dune?
There's a new game that just came out. Actually, I think it's coming out in 2 weeks. It's called Dune Awakening. I'm not a fan of the story, but I heard it's very like people are playing it. Like it's gonna be cool.
Okay. Because I saw like this clip where it was like there was a sandworm or something.
and was it like a
Is
guy?
it based on the actual Dune stories?
It takes place in the world of Dune.
Okay.
It takes place in the galaxy of Dune.
Yeah.
So basically, from what I know, is the story is that you either play as you can choose between the three factions: the Fremen, the Harkonnens, or the actually it might be one of those games where it's like Knights of the Old Republic, where you like pick between 7 factions. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head, but I do know the main story is. Imagine, it literally starts with like, the tag is, imagine no Paul Atreides, what would Dune be like? Survive on Arrakis.
Oh, like if
It's a big MMORPG.
that one fucker was never there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which I'm like, well, are the stories of the Lisan Al Gayyusa going to be there? Like, that's the whole point of the story, really.
I
You
don't
know?
know.
Yeah, so
But
it's a big MMORPG.
The scene that I saw was there was a guy. There was a sandworm like in
Rising.
distance rising,
and he's
then-
standing there, right?
and the guy's like a few feet away, and he's like, "Dude, that thing is so fucking huge."
Yeah. And
And then there's a guy with like a rifle, and he's watching him, and he's like on the comms with him, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you're about like 20 fucking clicks from him or some shit." And like they're saying like all this stuff, and then he's like, "I think you need to get the fuck out of there as fast as possible." And he's like, "No, man, I seen the movies. I got this." And then you see his character.
Oh, these are streamers.
Yeah, these are streamers just playing.
Yeah,
the game.
so it's the new game. Yeah.
And
Yep.
he's like bobbing back and forth and
Mhm.
weaving or some shit. And then next thing you know, the ground starts to shake around him, and the sandworm comes up and eats him.
Awesome.
And he's like, I guess they never taught you how to sand walk.
Nice.
On whatever the fuck. Like he said, like they were
He
doing
was
the
thing.
terminology.
Yeah.
You know, like they were like really fans of it.
That's awesome.
But they were like talking like how they would be talking.
That's
and
awesome.
shit.
Yeah.
And
It's a new game.
Right. It made me like, oh man, do I want to play that? That sounds awesome.
It's on my wish list.
But then like I see him with the rifle, and he's like, I could take the shot on the sandworm, but it's not going to do anything but make it mad.
Right.
And then-
Yeah, so I'm excited to try it.
yeah,
I'm hoping it's not like a fucking $70 game though. I'm not paying that. I can't pay it.
It's definitely going to be.
I'm only gonna pay.
It looks like a big title.
Here's the thing, like Helldivers 2 really set the standard late in the last 2 years of games. Like it was a $30 or $35 game that came out, and it's like amazing. Like there's in-game purchases if you want. It's not pay to play. It's just aesthetics and stuff.
Communism.
So it's like it's actually fascism, but it's like I guess it's democracy because they're like for democracy.
For democracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that game, but like it set the
Give
standard.
your
Like
life.
look how many people play that game, even with all the hardships they went through and like all the weird stuff they did with PSNs or whatever the fuck was going on, the drama. Like it's made so much money and the fan base is so massive. It's like That grew so big in a year. Like
Yeah.
if you make games like $35 again, like it's, you know what I mean? Like you'll get out there, bro.
I gotcha.
Does that make sense?
So
I'm not paying $60 for a game I'm going to play for 10 hours, you know?
I completely
Or
agree with
100
that.
hours.
It was just one of those like
Even 100 hours.
I've only been finding like lately there have been some really good games that are only like $10-15.
I have also been down that road.
And
yeah.
they're so good, but like they're too like low key, like no one cares about them because they're just that cheap.
Yeah, like Outer Wilds was went pretty hard. You play that?
No.
That's interesting. I didn't complete it, but I heard like it's actually like a really well written story. I'm not seeing it. I'm actually not having as much fun as a lot of people say, but it's got like overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. It won awards too.
Okay.
For story and like all kinds of stuff. But it's a low key game for $20. You know?
I gotcha. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Schedule 1.
Yeah.
And like
I still have yet to play with you guys.
it's so good. Like
I want to be a drug dealer.
it kind of sucks that they raised the price, and they're probably going to raise the price again.
Mm-hmm.
But
What's
right
it now 15?
it was 15 when I bought
Now
it.
it's 20 something.
Now it's 20, and they're about to release this huge update that's going to add a bunch more content.
Nice.
So I'm assuming they might raise the price again because it's like, why wouldn't they?
You're saying I should get it ASAP.
Should probably get sooner than later.
I'm with you.
But once they complete the roadmap that they're doing, because of everything they've been saying, it's probably a good $30 game, and it would be reasonable.
I would pay $30 to keep playing with friends and stuff. Yeah.
Right, and it would be reasonable for it to be $30. Finn. But
You know what sucks?
what?
They're doing it so much. You might have to go and cut these bits out where they're like going crazy.
Who cares?
Yeah, that's just. I know it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
It adds the dynamic, I guess. To the
Yeah.
show.
Well, the only reason he's barking is because fucking the other
It's
dog
because
is
of-
right there.
Someone locked their car door.
Well, that too.
Set their
Yeah.
alarm.
Well, look at Potato. He's being so sweet. He's just sitting there.
Yeah, but they hate him.
Dude, Potato's getting way cuter. I thought he was cute as a baby. He's so cute. With his little mismatched eyes.
Mm-hmm.
What a
I'm
baby.
obsessed with him.
Yeah, remember when you didn't want him?
The first day.
You're
the
like,
first 10
that's my
seconds.
son.
The first 10 seconds.
That's my son.
10 seconds.
No
in,
epidural.
I'm obsessed with him. No epidural.
Oh, he's such a baby. He's so cute. You guys got married a long time ago.
Yeah.
My phone's like doing the thing like, remember this years ago. Was that 2 years ago?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Damn, we're getting old.
We're going on year 2 or 3.
I feel like it wasn't that long ago.
Right.
I feel like it was like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
That was a long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad she got a job.
Hey, Courtney, I'm glad you got a job too.
Gotta quit.
Yep. She threatens me every day.
Now without another one, motherfucker.
No, I want to get another part time because they are only giving me part time. That way, you know,
Yeah.
we have more money, we get out of debt, and then I could go to school. So then I can get the hell out of this shit.
Oh my gosh, he's such a baby. I feel like he's way more sweet when Courtney's around. You like just grab him and he gets feral.
No, I grabbed him and he was just like, hey man, I didn't like that. Come here.
What are you doing to him? Don't pull him. He's trying to get away from you. He's like, oh God. No. What a baby. I want a dog.
Yeah.
Can't do that without a house.
Look, they're trying to take his chew toy. He's like, I've almost got it. Which I don't get why he wants it. He doesn't fucking play with chew toys anyway. Finn's never played with a toy.
Did I have anything else to talk about?
Not that you told me about. To like remember to mention to you.
Yeah, it was like Sinners and those 2 big things I did. Was there anything else that was like crazy?
I don't know.
Hey, the changing in weather has been getting me sick this year. I don't know what the
Has
fuck
it?
is going on with me.
I've been doing okay this year.
I've been getting sick, dude. Like on weekends too. I mean, you know, I was telling you that other Saturday. I like literally had like chills, and I was sneezing and like whatever. And it's not allergies.
Hey! Shut up.
And it's not allergies.
I was thinking, not to change the subject. But after we get done doing this, and if we do watch Arcane, sure. But we can go to that one burrito place that I went to.
Hey!
Where was the burrito the size of my head?
You said what? Say that one more.
Because I know.
Remind me.
Finn!
I heard taco truck.
Because I know Courtney's hungry.
I'm so hungry.
she's
I'm
been
just about to say it.
She's been complaining for hours.
How much time are we at?
We're about 2 hours and 8 minutes. So I think we covered pretty much everything.
That's
we
2
were trying
hours.
to
That's
do.
an hour episode each.
Yeah, we did good.
Because I don't have much else to talk about right now.
I got nothing specific that I can think of at the moment. I'm sure there's way more, but I got out what I really wanted to talk about. I probably could have talked about Minecraft a little bit more, but
I don't want to hear it.
it was just one of those. I know your bitch ass didn't want to fucking listen to it.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem. Is I'm gonna watch it. I'm actually gonna like it, and I'll be mad that I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Like I don't give a fuck.
And then you gotta, dude, the memes that have come out of that are so fucking funny.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The only other thing I did want to talk about was I have changed my stance on
Okay.
one gorilla versus 100 men.
Oh! All right, here's the deal. I told Kyle earlier I didn't want to get into this because everybody's talking about it, and we're a little bit late on the like. Just like for Sinners, this is gonna come out like 2 weeks after we've already seen the movie and talked about. You know, the 100 versus 1 gorilla.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
All right. Give it to me.
Okay. So for the fucking.
We're getting scientific now.
The 100 men versus the gorilla.
You're gonna pin out on this too.
The way that I was thinking of it, and like, it took me a second to realize, like, not all gorillas are like King Kong, right? But whenever
Yeah, they're not big giant fuckers.
But I started looking at images of different gorillas,
Mhm.
right?
And by the way, we're talking fully healthy adult
Yeah.
silverback gorilla.
Yes.
Okay.
But they all look a little different. Some of
Yeah.
them are just fat and pudgy little guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So it all depends, like, what gorilla we get. You know, the whole time I was thinking biggest, baddest version of them.
The one ready to fight, ready to kill.
The one ready for
No,
it.
I think to be fair,
I
I think to be fair, that's what everybody's thinking. It's gonna be a extremely healthy adult, prime of his life, male silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
So 7 feet if standing, right? Beefy as fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Ready to
Whose
go.
side are you on?
I have changed my opinion. I'm on the human side.
You're with me.
I'm with
Give
you.
me some.
Okay, but my whole I saw like an AI thing. It was 1,000 gorillas versus 1 million men.
Oh, I saw that too.
The gorillas
on TikTok,
won.
yeah.
But my whole thing is we're humans.
Mhm.
We can use weapons. Why wouldn't we?
Nah,
We
you gotta set the
fucking
ground
win.
rules. I know, you gotta
We
set the
would
ground
fucking
rules.
win.
Of course you
Okay,
will.
so if there
We gotta set the ground rules.
if there's no
No weapons.
weapons,
Here's
one
what no one's
gorilla,
talking about.
100 men.
Yes. Or not even men. Here's the thing that people are specifying.
Okay.
I know. This is where you get interesting, right? It's 1 gorilla, which I'm sure we can all say is the adult healthy version, right?
Yep.
And it's 100 people. Not 100 men, it's 100 people. Right? It could be, like, let's say people get teleported there, right? It could be you,
It
me,
doesn't
and Kyle.
necessarily- We could get fucking.
It could
Kids?
be, yeah, kids.
Teens?
Yeah.
Nah.
That's what people aren't thinking about.
There's a
Nah.
chance that we could get
Okay, but still,
What is that
out of
fucker?
100.
That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of people. And by the way, if we get toddlers, I'm using them.
Go kid, go.
No, I'm I'm whapping
Wait,
those
that
fuckers.
scene from Godzilla.
Yeah,
is
the
he
baby
hungry?
monkey.
Oh yeah, the little monkey.
Fine,
Yeah.
use it
Listen.
as a weapon.
Same concept.
Yeah.
Same concept. And what I like is people are like now getting real deep in it. They're like, well, wait a minute. If the first 10, 20 people die, can we take their bones and use them as
use
weapons?
them as weapons.
Goddamn right. I'll be like the Predator. I'll rip a spine
Oh
out
my
and
God.
with the skull and start whacking that fucker. So I saw there is a sign, like a zoologist, where he was like, this is a replica cast of a adult gorilla. And it's like a massive skull, with giant fangs. And I'm like, that thing is pretty thick. Like, it would take a lot of force. So what I'm thinking is, which is what the plan is, what a lot of people are agreeing on.
A lot of people are saying to choke it out.
Dogpile that.
You're not choking out a fucking gorilla.
No.
That's what I was thinking too.
Listen.
You get enough of them to hold. Like,
imagine
hold them out.
Kyle and I and 2 other men fucking around that motherfucker's neck, right? Wait, hold on. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Right? What's going on?
We're holding the we're holding the gorilla's neck.
And like, you know, they're vegetarians. They're gonna fight, right? But like, first of all, why are they built like that? We had this discussion. They're eating fucking bugs for protein, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You said. But they're mostly eating leaves and shit. How are gorillas built like that? You know, they have giant fangs. For what? They're vegetarians.
Right.
Why are they so muscular? They're vegetarians. Even though, yeah, like humans, they can digest meat is the story basically. But like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, like I think it's 100 people easily take a gorilla. And I was watching another TikTok where there's UFC fighters saying, like, they're being funny. Like one's like, just me. I'll fuck that gorilla up.
Yeah.
But there's a few that are like, nah, the gorilla's winning. I'm like, no, you guys are crazy. Imagine 100, if you get lucky, 100 UFC fighters.
Yeah.
100 wrestlers who are all 7 feet tall and fucking 400 pounds each.
Yeah.
We're smothering that gorilla. Somebody's gonna die. At least
there are gonna be some that die.
there's gonna be casualties. At least
I watched
10 people are dying.
There was this football player and he was explaining and he was like, listen, I'm going to be number 1.
Yeah.
I probably will die.
Yeah.
But my boy's number 2 and he's 6'8".
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you
He's
go.
gonna be as tall as that fucking gorilla.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like he's like naming all of his boys on the football team.
Right.
You know, and he's like, all of us are big motherfuckers ready to fight.
Yeah.
I could take this fucking gorilla.
Right.
All I need is it to be distracted by me and my friends get him.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I have a chance to live. And
Honestly,
then, like, everybody in the room was like,
No.
not you at least. Everybody else maybe. But the first guy's
no,
fucked.
first guy's dead. So honestly, the key is pick out the 10 strongest people you have and pick out 3 people who are you're willing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Right? And then you might save more people.
Because from what I've noticed, or from what I've been hearing about gorillas, is that they do fight and they love to fight.
Yeah.
But they only fight for about 15 minutes.
That's what nobody's thinking about.
They don't have
don't
the
got
energy to
stamina,
fight
right.
for long periods of time.
Right.
So,
After 20 people, they're down.
yeah.
Not even then.
Well, there was a scientist who you know works with monkeys and all that, right?
Yeah, like a zoologist or whatever. Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, that gorilla will probably kill about 20 to 30 people.
Yeah.
And after that, he's going to be too gassed to continue.
We're killing him. We're killing the monkey.
Yeah.
Listen.
The monkey's going down.
We get 30 people to go after him.
To be ready to die.
Now, what a lot of people aren't thinking about is distractions.
I'm telling you that the whole part of me being on the gorilla's side was the thought that
it was King Kong.
He was going to be the biggest, baddest version.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you have to hope to God that morale on the other side doesn't fall through when they see how bad he rips people to shreds.
And you know what you do? You fucking stand in front of the rest of the 60 people left and you go, do you think their sacrifice was for nothing?
Was it in vain?
It was
Stand
not.
with us, brothers!
My soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world. Yeah, man, give the whole speech.
Dude.
I would go first if it meant inspiring 99 people.
Well, that's what a lot of people were saying, too. They're
Yeah.
like, I don't mind being the first to go in because I'm going to fight my heart out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hope that everybody else follows through behind me. And then it was like, but what if the morale just broke and everybody gave up? It's like,
Then you lose.
Then I died for nothing.
Yeah, I died for nothing. That's hilarious. I was getting those TikToks. I sent them to you of the guy in the gorilla suit. Of the guy in the gorilla suit where he's like, man, I don't know what the fuck their problem is. They just came after me.
Yeah, they just showed up and I started killing them.
I got this one guy and now I'm fucking his bitch. It's hilarious.
He's like, hey, come pick her up when you want. Fucking, did you see the Attack on Titan one I sent you?
Which one was that?
Like when you and the boys are ready to run up on this gorilla, and then it's just the giant, like hairy titan.
Yeah.
It's like a big monkey.
Yeah.
And he throws his fucking shit.
It evaporates.
And it evaporates the guy next to him. He's just like, it is like when you realize that this fight isn't going to be easy.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people are trying to make shit up too. Like, well, what if we're in an area where like there's rocks on the ground? We can pick them up and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no.
No weapons.
There's nothing.
You're in a room. Like, let's say it's
not even outside. It's a room.
It's a room.
It's an arena
that they set up where there is nothing.
It's a warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in a warehouse.
And you just got to run
where
and fight.
There's no pillars, no support beams. It's just it's an airplane warehouse.
Yeah.
There's 100 of you. Get that fucking monkey.
This was one of the conversations I knew we couldn't forget.
Yeah, yeah,
so I was like...
I just feel bad because we're jumping in late on the bandwagon.
I know.
But it's going to be relevant.
It's still relevant in its own way. But, you know, usually our shit comes out a week late.
We're fucking up that monkey.
Oh, we're getting punches in.
We're getting... No, not even that. I'm not going for punches. I'm grabbing and pulling.
His balls are...
His balls are fine.
Did you see the fucking one where it was... Endgames, and it was like Thanos, but like they like put like a gorilla mask on him, and it's like boom, Spider-Man grabs him, boom, grabs him, and then they're like, and then it's like me doing my part, and then it's like they do a quick cut to like a woman biting like purple fucking grapes.
Yeah.
It's like
the balls,
balls, you know?
Did I send you the one where it's the drawings? And it's like sketches of like people
like
fighting.
Those little fat
and
people,
there's one guy crawling and he's like, and he grabs the ball.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. We get the weak points.
The content that's come out from this is so
it's amazing. It'll unite the world. If we get 4 dudes, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, to grab the jaws of that monkey and fucking yank backwards, like with all that pressure, you could probably rip the jaw off that monkey. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, if its jaw strength is way better, then I don't know. You're losing fingers.
It's like ×3 of ours, right? Maybe more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if we're probably losing fingers, but imagine everybody putting their hands in the mouth of this monkey and just fucking ripping backwards, right?
My arm's going in his throat fully to see if he chokes. I'm losing my arm, but he's choking.
You're getting in there. Yeah. I'm going around the neck. I'm getting a fucking
in there.
I'm getting a chokehold.
Choke on the baby.
Take the kid.
Okay, that's one more thing. Is
he's
like,
just like you guys are pulling his fucking jaw, but he's like,
we got a baby fucking shoved in there. That's a sacrifice we have to make.
Yeah.
Imagine how many generations will be born because of this baby sacrifice. That's what nobody's thinking. I'd be a great dictator. I would make decisions that could lead the country to success.
The child must die for this.
Fake grocery stores are the key.
Fake grocery stores, yeah.
How was North Korea?
I don't know. I've never been there.
You ever seen that movie, The Interview?
Yeah. Courtney fucking loved that movie when it first fucking came out.
It's funny. It's actually really well written. It's a really good movie. Yeah. I just love how it almost sparked World War III.
Yeah.
You seen that meme? It was the guy from Napoleon Dynamite. They're like, well, North Korea threatened the U.S. again, so I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. That's funny. Things are getting serious. So anyways, thanks for joining us on this episode or 2 of the podcast. Kyle, will you send us out?
Yeah, if you enjoyed any of this, leave a like, leave a follow, tell some friends, get some other people in on this shit, because we love when people enjoy our content. And if you want to hit us up at unapologeticvoices1@gmail.com. And as always, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're pretty much calling it now. What the fuck was I gonna say? No, I missed it.
Ho! That's what the ape would do, motherfucker. And we're out.
You the first one died.
Oh, my eye got scratched by the dog.
That's okay. It was the gorilla.